Hello to my old friends and my new friends. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today we are going to be playing around with a new palette by Sigma called the cor-de-Rosa. This palette really caught my eye. When I saw it, I was like, oh, this is so pretty. There was a couple of colors in it. I mean, this is just really like, this is, if I ever was to create a palette, this would be close to what it would look like because it's so beautiful. I mean, look at this is Belle of the Ball. Look how pretty that is. And then we've got, sorry, there's a glare on it. So Sunspirit. Ah, so pretty. Like they just got Sunspirit. Yeah, that's Sunspirit. That's not Spirit. It's a beautiful palette. I wanted to create like a nice, soft, very wearable, easy, everyday, ethereal-ish kind of look. You can hear my son. So I'm going to go in right now with probably, we're going to go in with Medallion, which is this color here. I say, oh, I'm going to go with the soft color, and then I picked like the darkest color, well, one of the darkest colors in the palette. But we can lighten this up. That's the nice thing about dark colors is you can, we're going to use the brush in it and see how it works, because Sigma's brushes are usually pretty good. If we have to lighten it up though, you can always add a color like this on top of it and it will always lighten up the color that you're using. So we're just gonna go on, wow, this is not the color that I thought was gonna come from this palette. It doesn't look like this in the palette. I mean, I guess maybe it does. I don't know. This is just a little more orange. That looks a little more brown to me in the palette, but that's okay. We can add something on top of this because I'm not going for an orange-ish look, and this looks orange to me. So now that we did it on one side, we gotta do it on both. Okay. So what did you guys think? Did you guys pick up this palette? Were you interested in it? At first I thought, wow, that looks really similar to like something that like Anastasia would pull out. But to be honest, I do not have a lot of experience with Sigma's makeup. I do have another one of their palettes. I have the Enchanted palette, which I loved. But other than that, I don't have anything else from them as far as makeup wise. And so I didn't really like, you know, a lot of brands are hit and miss. They'll put out one good palette and then the rest will be crappy. Or they'll put out a really crappy palette, a good palette, a crappy palette, a good palette. So it's really hard to know what you're getting. And I know that that's true with a lot of brands. For some reason, they can't keep their formulation like consistent. I mean, not even the big brands like Natasha Denona and stuff, they can't even keep their formulation consistent. So when I finally got this blended out, it actually looks a lot better than it did because it's not as orange. But like I said, this does not look like it would be orange, right? It's brown. Like this is what it looks like in the palette. It's brown. I mean, unless I'm like colorblind, I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna go over it with a little bit of the Veranda, which is that really light one that I said you can go over to lighten up a color like this, or any color for that matter. And I'm gonna go in with a fluffier brush just to kind of diffuse this, because I do want just a really soft color, like a really soft eye look. I'm just feeling something more everyday, ethereal. Like I've tried to create like everyday looks with other palettes, And then I end up with the craziest looks. Ooh, cor-de-Rosa is beautiful. I should have used this one. It's a little too late now because it's too light, but it's the one on the end with the rose in it. And I just ruined the rose because I put my finger in it, but oh, it's so pretty. What did I just dip this in? I think it was an oranger one. Yeah, so we're gonna go into Bare Root, which is the darkest color in the palette, which is, it is a brown, like a dark chocolate. Put this just in the outer corner, just super softly, not anything really dark. We're not trying to create like a smoky eye, just some dimension, so it's not just a one shadow color, which you can very much do with that medallion color, and it would still look really, really pretty. I want to add Belle of the Ball to this look, so I wanted a little bit more dimension than just that orange, which I don't know what I just did. Are you guys like me? Do you guys ever, one eye always turns out better than the other? Like, I swear that's always what happens with me. And usually this eye is the one that gives me the most trouble, and today it's this eye. Like, what is your problem? And I'm literally barely touching my brush into this. Like, I'm like gingerly tapping it because I don't want a lot of color. I just want enough to create a darker outer corner. I know it is giving me just a teeny bit of trouble. Okay. All right. So there we go. I think this is pretty much good. I would normally probably go in with a color like this just to add some more, but this isn't the look I want today. I'm just feeling something really soft. So I'm going to add just, I don't know how their glitter colors go on, but I want it to really stay, so I'm going to add just a little bit of a tacky base, which I'm going to put just a little bit of the P. Louise. I'm not trying to do a cut the crease. I just want to, I'm not trying to do the cut the crease. I'm not trying to do a cut crease. I just want a little bit of, just so that the glitter doesn't fly everywhere, which I did a look, I think it was yesterday, that I will be posting soon. I just have to edit it, but this one will be going up first, where I used a glitter-ish shadow from Pat McGrath palette, and although the look turned out stunning, the glitter went everywhere, all over my face, all over my, I mean, not like a whole lot, but you could just see it. Like when I would move my face, there'd be like little speckles of glitter. Okay, so I'm gonna use the other side of the brush for Belle of the Ball, which is this color here. And I'm gonna put that in the inner corner and halfway into the lid. Okay, so it's pretty. I mean, it's not giving me the super glittery ColourPop Super Shock shadow glitter that I really like, but it is definitely, it's a beautiful, beautiful shadow. I think I always compare glitterish, this kind of shadow, I always compare it to ColourPop. I don't know why, maybe that's unfair, but ColourPop is a smaller brand and they've like figured it out, so like, but yeah, it's probably unfair to compare So this is kind of what we've got going on so far. So if I were to change anything, that would just be, it would just be a little bit more like this. Like, I'll show you kind of what I was hoping for compared to what I'm getting. So it's my son. He's a goofball, I swear. Okay, so I bought a new frog because I couldn't find any of the other ones that I bought from ColourPop, and it came broken. Lovely, yeah. So this is the cor-de-Rosa, and this is the ColourPop, or no, Belle of the Ball. Sorry, Belle of the Ball from the cor-de-Rosa palette, and this is Frog. So this is kind of what I'm hoping for, but this is what I got. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted a little more kick to the shadow, and that's actually what it looks like it would be giving you, because it looks super shimmery, but it's not a super shock, which is okay. That's fine. I still really like it. I think it's pretty. I'm going to finish my lashes, and I will come back and let you guys know my final thoughts on the palette. Okay guys, so this is the final look. This is, I've added some Ardell wispies, just the wispies, not the demis. And I think that I really like it. I really like this actual palette. I think it's beautiful. I think it will go well into the summer, spring, and like spring, summer, and fall. Because there's colors in here to make them deeper for fall. There's really light colors for the summer. It's just an all-around beautiful palette. They did a really good job. They blended so easily. And look at the little insert. Like, they added that extra. Usually people, companies only add a clear one, and they made sure to make it a little extra special so it looks really pretty over the palette. It's got a beautiful mirror. The design is beautiful, but clearly Sigma does a really good job of making their palettes very pretty and aesthetically pleasing. They always put their shadows on the back of the palette as well, which is, I appreciate that so much. And they look pretty true to the colors too. So I'm very happy with this palette. I think that it is stunning. I created a pretty look. I know it's a pretty basic look. I didn't like dig deep into the palette and create something like extraordinary, but I mean extraordinary, but I created, you know, what I wanted for today, and it did the job. It looks beautiful. I put a little bit of the medallion underneath my eye, and yeah, and then I just added the only thing other than the palette was the frog from ColourPop, which you guys, if you've been watching me for a while, you know this is my favorite of all time Super Shock shadow from ColourPop. If they sold this, like if they quit making this, I don't know what I would do. This is the only product that I can say that about. That and probably this and this. Like, these are the three things that I cannot live without. And they're cheap. This is like, I think like $4, if not less, especially because on Ulta you can use a coupon. If you haven't tried Frog, try it. It is beautiful. On my lips, I have, again, the Summer Fridays. I've been loving this. Like I said, it feels like a balm, looks like a lip gloss, and not sticky. It feels so good on the lips. It nourishes them, keeps them nice and moisturized. So yeah, I hope you guys really like the look. If you've been considering the palette and you can't afford it, and it is something that you're in the market for, go ahead and take advantage of it, because it is a really good palette. You will not be disappointed. At least from the colors that I went into it. I went into 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I went into 3 of the colors, and there is a total of, I don't even know what to say here. It's like 16. 7, so 14. Yeah, so 14 shadows, plus a brush, which I used the brush and it worked really well. Like, I mean, it's not the best brush I've ever had from Sigma, because I do have other brushes from them, but it's a good brush. Like, I wouldn't turn my nose up at it. Like how with, like, a lot of people, I don't even think the Anastasia Beverly Hills brushes are bad. I just think people just have to complain about something. Like, they're not like collector's items. They're not like the best brushes I've ever used, but they're not bad. Like, I've had bad brushes. This wasn't bad. So yeah, I was able to create this entire look with that and just one other brush. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, an amazing rest of your week, and a marvelous month. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful, blessed day.